why did you choose to, after completing your studies, serving articles, why did you choose to go and practice in the city, Johannesburg, and then neglect people who are in the village? I understand there are matters that needs to be dealt with even in the village.
Yeah.
Why didn't you choose to go back and practice at home?
Remember, I'll come back to being at home specifically, but
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Authentic Info Podcast. Today we have visited Mr. Shirinda in his law firm. We are going to speak about his company, what they do, and what they seek to achieve. Mr. Shirinda, I'm not going to introduce you because I might omit a lot of things. So can you please introduce yourself, what you do, where are we, what does this company do, and any other information that you think is relevant?
Yeah, thank you for having me. My name is Austen Shirinda, the director of Austen Shirinda Tennis. Here we are at Austen Shirinda Tennis headquarters in Johannesburg, CBD. Okay,
what do you focus on? I know these law firms have their own specialties, but I don't have clue or more information as to how does law firms work. So I'm like a new client to you. What do you do? What does this law firm do, and what is its main focus?
Yeah, actually we are like more general attorneys actually, but we focus more on civil litigation, accident funds, claim, and also criminal law. We also do administration of estate matters.
Can you dwell much on civil litigation? Can you deal with these issues one by one so that people can understand what is civil litigation, what is deed, what is that, and then how does this thing differ?
Well, civil litigation is like suing actually. It has to do more with litigation is about suing each other or something like that, where you take maybe, for example, for damages. Let's take, for example, I crash your car, and then you go to an attorney and say, no, I want to claim.
For the damages.
That is civil litigation. You go to court and litigate, where attorneys litigate in court. I don't know if I explain it better or you need more data on that.
I know we'll deal with it as we speak. Can you tell me most of the cases that you are dealing with currently at the office?
Here in the office we have administration of estate matters, road accident fund. We have litigation against the Minister of Police where a person is unlawfully arrested. We sue the police. And we also do divorce. We have a lot of divorce matters here.
I'm more of an African, and I believe that a lot of black people have problems. Even in legal matters, I know that there are black clients who approach you. So can you tell me from the first time when you opened this law firm, what are the common cases that are bringing people, especially black people, to your law firm?
Yeah, it's divorce actually. Family law matters. Let me say protection order, divorce, and maintenance, those matters. We have a lot of black clients.
So what can you advise? Let's say I have a family and I'm not married. What can you advise when it comes to marriage? Or do you want us to get married? Or the way you've dealt with divorce? What is difficult when it comes to black people having a high number of divorce rates compared to the other races? Based on your experience.
On the issue of advising whether you can get into a marriage or not, that one I don't have an answer to that. But it is advisable if you love someone and you see future with that person. You see, a lot of people, let me just be personal, not in terms of. A lot of people be like, no, I'm not going to get married because this other person is divorced. You can't put yourself in that person's shoe. Live your life. So that is why I cannot advise you not to get married because people are divorcing. There are a lot of things which lead to divorce. It's not only maybe. There are a lot of circumstances.
I understand. So what are the common grounds of divorce that they've dealt with when you are dealing with these cases of divorce?
And actually a lot of law firms, we only have one common ground. But there are many. I'm just saying there's only one common ground which we deal with, which is a irretrievable breakdown of a marriage, whereby there's no prospect of restoring that particular marriage to be a normal relationship. For example, people commit adultery.
Yeah.
When you commit adultery, it is common that there's no prospect of restoration of that relationship to be normal again.
Okay.
You see, adultery is very common.
It's one of the problems that we let people have.
Yeah, so then it
marriages.
leads to divorce. You see.
You also mentioned handling of administration of estates and things like that. Can you?
Yeah, administration of deceased estate is when a person dies. Actually, when you die, your assets must be divided. So it's either you die testate or intestate. So if you die testate, it means you have a will. So we divide your assets according to the will. If you say, no, I'm taking this 100,000 to my child, I'm giving it to my child, then we give it to your child according to that will. And then there is intestate succession where you die without a will. We use there's an Intestate Succession Act which governs the dissolution of assets in terms of when a person dies without a will. So in terms of that provision, the statute, it states that when you die without a will, the first person to inherit is your wife if you are married. The second, if you're not, then your children are the first line. And then it goes on like that. You understand? So if you're married, it means it's your wife and then your children and then so on.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Did you want to add something?
No, you can.
Okay. I understand that a law firm, like, it's a business, right?
Yeah.
So how is it, like, how are the people, the clients, are they coming? How was it finding out this company? How difficult is it, or how easy is it to deal with clients? Or are they coming? What are you doing? Are you advertising to attract them to this law firm? What's going on?
Yeah, you see, let me talk about this firm. This one is God's made law firm. This one was made by God.
Yeah.
You know, the first time when we opened this law firm, we had a client and we received money. So that is to show that, but we have a lot of clients, to be honest. They are coming. We have each and every day, actually, I get a call. Yeah. Some of them I reject, and then I just advise them, do this and that. You don't qualify to come to us, just settle maybe, for example. But we do have a lot of clients. We get them through, we have a lot of marketing strategies, social media. We had a website, but now it's down. We are busy driving it. And then, also word of mouth.
Where are we before we go far?
This is Johannesburg CBD. Number 107, Albertina Sisu. It is Albertina and Small Street. So we're here. It's called the Elephant House. So our offices are here, floor number 3, suite 310. So it's our location.
Suite 310 is like office number 310.
Yeah.
Okay, are you working with other people or you're alone?
Yes, this firm got 2 directors and 1 secretary. We are 2. The founding directors are 2. It's me and my wife. And also we have someone, my friend, is a secretary. But now he just got a position. He's now a candidate. So I think he's leaving. But we're 3 actually.
Like growing up in the village, I know when people succeed, they go and stay in the suburbs. So we hardly see professionals in the village. Who inspired you to be a lawyer?
I think I inspired myself, you see, because I used to watch TV a lot. So I used to watch those. There's this program. I think it was a telenovela or something. It's called Sokolo and Partners. I used to watch that one. So it inspired me to. I used to watch it each and every episode. So then I get inspired from that telenovela to be an attorney, and then I realized my dream.
I understand a lot of people who study law, after their inspiration, they choose the type of matters that they want to deal with one day. Like when you watched Sokolo and Partners, what is it that attracted you the most to say, I want to deal maybe with divorce matters, or I want to solve this problem? What is it that attracted you the most?
Actually, you know, the way we choose as lawyers, it's because you remember after doing your LLB, you must do your articles. So it mostly depends on where you do your articles. If you find like that law firm is mostly dealing with divorce matters and civil litigation, you kind of like follow that step.
Oh.
It depends on where you get trained. Some people deal only with convincing is selling of properties, immovable properties. You find like when you do your articles at the law firm which deals with conveyancing matters, when you open your own firm, you now deal with conveyancing after maybe passing the conveyancing examination.
Okay, still when we are still talking about the village now.
Yeah.
Understand you were born at the village.
Yes, I'm from
one village. Like, why did you choose to? Okay, after completing your studies, saving articles, why did you choose to go and practice in the city, Johannesburg, and then neglect people who are in the village? I understand there are matters that needs to be dealt with even in the village.
Yeah.
Why didn't you choose to go back and practice at home?
Remember, I'll come back to being at home specifically, but I did my LLB at UG. Okay, so I became more familiar with this place, and then I knew the courts here. Like during practicals, we used to go to different courts, and then I went home to do my articles at one of the law firms there, and then I observed everything. You see what is happening at home. I'm from Guyana actually. Yeah. So in Guyana, there's only one magistrate's court. And there are more than 30 law firms. All of them, they are going to that one. Yeah. So here we have a lot of courts. Yeah, there are labor courts, labor appeal courts, constitutional court is here, and here this is the hub. Yeah, this is where God is. You deal with serious matters here. Yeah. At home, you just deal maybe with divorce, maybe RAF matters. But here you get because the moment we started here, we used to get like complicated matters. So you see this one. No, I've never seen this matter before. You see, here you stretch your mark.
Were they complicated, or it's just that they were new?
No, they are complicated in nature. Two people can come here, even though I'm new, and they can come maybe for a divorce. You see, one will come with it's simple, straightforward, and another one you need technicalities. It's not like I can't deal with that matter. There's research, of course. Each and every lawyer do research, and then maybe if you don't know something, you can ask other things. But in nature, the nature of the matter, you see, even let me just spare you something. When we charge a client, we look at the complexity of the matter. Okay. So each and every matter, it means there are matters which are more complex than others. So now, I'm not saying they were complex because I was new or something.
So you served articles in the village.
Yes.
And then decided to come to Joburg.
Yes.
So you realize that there's no business actually in the village, and the matters are just minor ones.
Now, man, we planned this law firm while we were still at UG. Oh. Yeah, we were even saving money. Yeah, while we were at UG. And then we had a business plan actually that after 2 years we're going to do this. You understand? So we planned while we were here that because here when we were articles, man, finding articles here is very competitive. You see that person who I told you that is now got articles. Yeah. It's been like 4 years and he was here. Yeah. So at home it's a little bit easier because there you can just go, my brother, look, it's me. You see. So we planned this thing here, and then we said, no, let's go home and do articles, and then after that we'll come back.
But how difficult was it to start your own law firm? Or how easy was it?
For us, it was not difficult because we planned this long time ago. We saved money and also family used to support, you see. So it was not that difficult. Of course, there would be like some difficulties, but it was not. I can't say it was tough and stuff like that. I believe that if you can plan anything, if you can put real plan on it, it will succeed, and it will be easy for you. Anything, not only just law firm, but anything. If you can plan it in time, put a time frame and be like, no, after 2 years. Don't be like after 2 months and stuff. Just give it time, and then it will succeed. Each and every maybe business, if you can plan accordingly, you will succeed. So I can't complain.
Can you take me through your day at court?
My day at court?
At court, yes.
Well, some days, we meet different presiding officers. Some of them are you come from home having some stress and stuff like that, you understand? So you will release release it on you and be like, and be rude and stuff. But of course, you'll have to be humble. As a legal practitioner, we don't argue with the presiding officer. But all in all, I don't have bad memories of court. Yeah, and so far, the matters which I attended, let me be honest, we succeeded. Let me say 90% of them. So when I got out of court, 90%, I was happy. You see.
Like, can you talk about the 10%?
The 10%.
Like, how was it losing your first? Have you ever lost a case?
It was not really in court, and we did not really lose that. You know, I went to, it was a disciplinary hearing, but it was a court, like it was in the correctional service. So we went there. It's in maximum correctional service in Lukop Center.
Okay.
When the guy was charged with, I think it was 5 charges. So we managed to win. I think it was 4, and then we lost 1. And then that was my failure. I think that was it.
How did it feel?
Now we're not that disappointed because you remember I was facing 5 charges and then we managed to win 4. Then I was left with 1. But that was the only time we got defeated. I'm not saying no, we can't be defeated and stuff. And what the best, what no, but I'm just telling you the real thing that happened.
Okay, in the village, there's someone who wants to study law. What can you advise?
Yeah, go for it. If you can manage, then go and do it. Even though now it seems like there are a lot of law firms and stuff, just do it. They'll tell you, no, don't do it. It takes a long time, like you see, because you have to do 4 years and then 2 years and then what examination, law school. Just do it if you have time, because you have to invest your time. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of time to get here. You see.
Okay, what can you advise to someone who recently finished their studies?
Yeah, start the LLB.
Because it seems like majority of us are studying law these days.
Yeah.
It seems like there's competition.
Yeah, the competition is high, but you must also be a competitor. You cannot just sit at home and be like, no, I'm not going to be an attorney because the moment you break here, you're going to live that life. The moment, but you're gonna be low for like some time, and then after that, because I remember my lecture, finally, they were like, no, but advising us as to whether to choose between advocate and attorney. We're like, no, if you become an attorney, it's gonna take time before you get money. And then if you become an advocate, after 2 years, you'll be fine. So you see, it's gonna take time, but man, go for it. I understand that people will say, no, you don't have to be an attorney or an advocate when you have an LLB. But I realized something. When I was doing my articles, there was this other guy. He got his LLB, I think it was a long time ago. Now he came back, he's old, he wants to do articles. Because that time he took a decision to no, now I'm not doing articles, let me go and work at this department. So now it came back for him, because man, at some point, working for someone, because here you are flexible, you are your own boss, you control everything, you see. So, but when you're working for someone, you're being controlled, and you get tired of that thing. So if you start now, you suffer now, but later you'll be fine. That's my advice. Just go for it. Or if you don't want to be an attorney, do articles, write for them, become an admitted attorney. But not on a practicing law. You can be an attorney, but not on a practicing law. And then you can go and work. So when you want to change your mind, like maybe in future, you can just come back. You're on a role of practicing attorneys. Rather than doing articles when you're old and they're sending you, hey, take that paper, bring it here. You see.
Where to from here in terms of your company? What's the dream for this company?
Yeah, the dream. Well, remember we are 2. The directors are 50-50. So our dream is to employ more people, let it expand. We're not going to be like, now it's 2 of us, it's fine. You see, we're going to employ people, and I think it will be much sooner than that. And then maybe I think another dream is to relocate from this place to maybe Santen or something like that. Yeah, and then get more people there, employ them, and then work with them.
I understand. You spoke about attorney, advocate, for the benefit of
Yeah.
the viewers, even myself, what's the difference?
The difference is like, doctors, there's a general practitioner and there's a specialist. You find like when you have a heart problem, you go to a cardiologist. So advocates specialize in court work. They appear in court and argue the matters. There are two types of advocates. The one is one with a fidelity fund certificate, where he can receive like client directly, but the other ones who are from the bars. You have to get clients from the attorney. So you come to me as a client, you have a matter, and then I do the paperwork as an attorney. An attorney do the paperwork, and then I instruct the advocate to go and appear when it's time to appear in court. Will be with an advocate, but also attorneys can also appear in court. In magistrate court you can appear, but in high court you need a right of appearance as an attorney. But an advocate got automatic right of appearance after admission.
Okay, that's the difference.
And then another difference is that the training is different. After LLB, when you want to become an attorney, you do 2 years of article or 1 year and a half, and you go to law school, and then you get admitted as an attorney. But when you are an advocate, you must do what we call pupillage. Okay. You practice under a certain advocate, and then when you want to be an attorney, you practice under a certain attorney. And then you write board examination. For attorneys, you write for board examination. Yeah, and then and also advocates, they do have their own specific board examination, and then you get admitted as an advocate, and then the other one get admitted as an attorney. So another thing is that an advocate cannot open a law firm, but an attorney can open a law firm.
Okay, I get it. I'm not sure if there are matters that you wanted to talk about, because this is a platform where you are supposed to speak about your company, what you do. If you think I might have missed out, actually I also want to propose that at least once, maybe in 2 months, we can arrange and meet so that we deal with special topics.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah, because today it was just here and there an intro. So I'd like to propose live that at least once in 2 months or once a month we arrange and meet, and then we deal with specific topics, especially matters that affects us. Like we spoke about administration of estate, what. I'd like us to speak more about that. I think for now, I'm not sure if there's something that you want to add, but more about your company.
I think on that part, I think I'm certain.
So we have an agreement that 2 times in 2 months or once in 2 months we meet and deal with specific topics. You can also refer maybe your co-director or to deal with a specific topic, and then we push just like that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because today it was an ambush. You were dealing with some clients. I didn't even brief you. So I understand that 30-35 minutes is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm suitable. You can just contact me and say, no, we have to do it, and then I'll tell you if I'm free. We can do it. I'm fine.
Okay, thank you for hosting us.
Yeah, thanks.
Within a short notice.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So to the viewers out there, thank you for watching this episode, and we believe that we'll come back with more information, more legal topics or legal education, or topics that have to do with law, and especially the information that affects black people, especially in the villages, because we are having a lot of information that is very irrelevant, and you are scared to approach law firms because we think you guys are very expensive. I think this is something that you must also clear out one day, to say, no, you must come. It depends on the matter or whatever, you will clear it out. So thank you for hosting us, and thank you for your time.
No, thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.